This chart tracks the sudden buyout of a relatively unknown Ayurvedic hair oil brand called Kesh. The consumer goods giant Emami acquired it for 1,651 crore rupees. In the corporate world, the reaction was immediate skepticism. Industry insiders assumed this was a total fluke, a lucky break by an amateur who happened to be in the right place at the right time. The founder, Sanjeev Juneja, heard the doubters. To prove he wasn't a one-hit wonder, he immediately launched a barrage of new household name brands, using the same set of specific tactics to solve entirely different problems. His baseline was as humble as it gets. Back in 1999, after his father passed away, Juneja took a loan of just 2,000 rupees from his mother to keep a tiny Ayurvedic clinic running. He was operating out of a single small room with almost zero budget, looking up at a personal care market completely dominated by massive multinational corporations. Competing against multi-billion-dollar marketing budgets with only 2,000 rupees meant identifying and exploiting tactical gaps left behind by the industry giants. In 2008, Juneja faced a personal problem. His hair was falling out rapidly. He leaned on his family's Ayurvedic background, experimented with raw botanicals, and eventually created a medicinal blend that actually stopped his hair loss. As he looked at the retail landscape to sell his creation, he noticed a clear pattern. Every major corporation was advertising shiny, bouncy, perfectly styled hair. This chart illustrates how the total hair care market was divided. Juneja completely ignored the massive styling segment. Instead, he carved out a specific, unglamorous wedge focused strictly on medical hair health and preventing hair fall. By targeting this specific pain point, he avoided direct competition. While giant corporations fought over beauty aesthetics, his tiny company operated entirely under their radar. He didn't launch with a massive campaign. For the first 2 years, he personally walked door to door to general stores and pharmacies, pitching his bottles and gathering direct feedback from shopkeepers. His initial traction was built on solving a verified, physical problem for a specific group of people, rather than trying to manufacture a broad trend. Getting a product into an Indian medical shop like this one is notoriously difficult. Shelf space is incredibly tight, and owners naturally prefer stocking guaranteed, high-volume corporate products. Juneja solved this with a heavy push strategy. If a massive brand gave a shopkeeper a 2 rupee profit margin on a bottle, he offered a 200 rupee margin. Driven by the massive discount, shopkeepers actively pushed Kesh into the hands of undecided customers. To create the pull, he ran highly literal print ads in local newspapers like these. There were no abstract concepts or celebrity fashion shoots, just clear, direct text explaining exactly why hair falls out and how his product stops it, forcing customers to ask for it by name. Once the cash flow stabilized, he utilized a specific celebrity strategy. Rather than draining his budget on expensive A-list movie stars, he hired highly recognizable but out-of-cycle celebrities like Juhi Chawla, instantly manufacturing mass consumer trust at a fraction of the cost. This line graph shows the mathematical result of these methods. First-year revenue hit 6 crore rupees, then doubled to 13 crore. It jumped to 29, surged to 150, and eventually rocketed past 300 crore. Reaching that scale presented a new logistical reality. Managing a 300 crore company meant building massive warehouses, managing thousands of distributors, and expanding factory setups. Juneja decided his strength was building brands, not managing physical infrastructure. So he sold Kesh to Emami for 1,651 crore, a valuation achieved through trader margins, literal print advertising, and strategic celebrity trust. Returned to the present day, flush with exit money, Juneja sets out to prove that the methods that built Kesh would work for almost any human ailment. He targeted constipation next. Applying his rule of hyper-literal branding, he named the new product Pet Saffa, which translates directly to stomach clear. For joint pain, he launched Dr. Ortho, using the same combination of clear problem-solving and trusted branding. To secure trust with an older demographic, he brought in veteran writer Javed Akhtar as the authoritative face of the campaign. He repeated the cycle for acne with Roop mantra. With a larger war chest, he secured premium mainstream stars like Preeti Zinta, while maintaining his strict focus on solving a physical medical issue rather than selling cosmetics. Today, step into a bustling Indian marketplace, and you will see the physical scale of his multi-brand dominance stacked heavily across the retail landscape. He built multiple massive businesses by ignoring aesthetics. He simply found a specific pain point, gave the shopkeepers a heavy financial reason to stock it, and offered the consumer an undeniably clear solution.